Hello YouTube. There's a massive issue with Wuthering Rays right now. Um, we're looking at some issues with Zani and her requirement of that negative affix spectrophrasal. And I think it's a worry because next up is Cartethyia most likely, and she's arrow, and Chiacona does air erosion. So like you could assume that air erosion will come with Chiacona, and Chiacona and Cartethaea will be best in slots together because of the massive 24% arrow damage bonus that she gives without even using her skill or anything. That's just a part of her basic kit, so that's huge from Chiacona. So you automatically assume it, right? There's a lot of issues. But but hopefully they can release a 4 star that will fix all that, and that'll be the best solution. But Zani being so requirement on Spectro Frazzle only being applied by Spectro Rover and Phoebe is a big precedent that I think people don't really care about because Zani is like that hot woman that everyone likes. So like mine as well, right? Um, but we'll see how it goes. But maybe she is good enough. Maybe she isn't. The dependency is massive. And maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it won't. And I really hope that Cartethaea can be like Carlota or Changli or anyone really that just can solo and isn't damage dependent on these negative affixes. Right? I think that's silly. Sure, you can add negative affix as an optional, like, oh, you have it, but if you don't have it, you get a certain other buff. I think that's happened before. Like, oh, if you have like 100 or like 2,000 attack, you can achieve um you know 10 extra crit rate. But if you already have like 70% crit rate, for example, you don't need the 10 crit rate technically, or like you might not need it. So instead, if you get 70 crit rate or above, you get an extra like 500 attack, right? So it's a two options, right? So either you have Spectrofrazzle, or without Spectrofrazzle, instead of getting like a 50% damage bonus, you could get like a 30 or 20 extra crit rate. It's like one of these types of stat bonuses that helps balance it out. Obviously it would be hard to balance, but I think that's a much better decision than making you have to rely on other units. And I think that's kind of like the best solution I could come up with right now. And if that works, then it's fine. Oh my goodness. And we'll see. We'll see. But like, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. It's very disappointing. Of course, I will be pulling S6R1. I have been saving for a while, and I will look forward to pulling on stream at twitch.tv/Kopitar. Drop a follow or sub, and I'll see you guys later. Leave a comment down below if you think this was okay and whatnot, and what your thoughts are on Giacona, Cartathea, or Zani Phoebe combinations, uh, and whether we should get like the ability to use both rovers at once or something like that to nullify the effect of not wanting to pull for Chiacona or Phoebe due to wanting to like bring in S6 Cartethea or S6 this or S2 this or anything like that. Anyways, see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great day.